Scrap mechanic. Back in scrap mechanic. I keep thinking that sunflower down there is a hay bot. Yeah, funny enough, in real life, sunflowers do look creepily like people in the dark and far away. Anyway, back at the oil pool, showing off how I get my liquids because I finally finished setting up my pipe system back there. I did it off camera because it took a really long time to grind out pipes and shit. So anyway, using the Fant mod, this is a pump jack. You place it in whatever liquid you want, and you have to make the jack, and you have to make an outlet part that's separate than this. This has no outlet on its own. You can't connect nothing to it. It does not connect to a box at all. The outlet that you build separately does. This will teleport through black magic to the outlet part, which is wherever you want it to be, at your base, on your car, connected to a, oh wait, he said it has to be on the ground, I think, right? Yeah, it has to be on the ground. So yeah, you place it at your base or, wherever you want it, and it has its own inventory. You just set the filter to what you want, oil, water, chemical, whatever. And then you can connect it to a smart chest and also set the filter on the smart chest with a switch, and then, you'll teleport this to wherever you want it, and then you get it magic, black magic, right? One of the reasons is so that you don't have to keep coming back and forth to a far away oil pool if your world has a far away source of oil or chemicals or even water that's really a pain in the butt to get to when you need it. The second thing is, your other option would be to run super long pipes, and then you'd be out of your chunks, so then you'd have to also use a chunk loader or finagle some other kind of nonsense. This teleporting does absolutely nothing to your frame rate, doesn't do anything to this, I guess, CPU power. It just does its thing over here, and the thing appears over there, 1, 2, 3, with no issue to performance whatsoever. The rest of this thing is just a big old prop. It doesn't do absolutely anything. These things, with the Fant mod, you can use them to float. So you could set your buoyancy so you could float liquids. In this case, they don't do anything. They do jack shit. They just sit here looking like a tank of whatever, oil. And this is just so I don't want it to look like black magic is moving it across the sky, through magic, through prayer, whoever you want to call it. Star Trek shit. So I made it look like it's pumping the oil out, it's pumping it into this tank, it's processing it, or filtering out all the sediments and whatever, and pumps it into the ground. And then there's invisible pipes that you never see, pretending, going back to the base. Whoops. Over here at this chemical plant, there is an exact similar copy. I built 2 of these back to base, just like the first layer, not the whole block, just the first layer. And I, one at a time, put it on the truck and carefully drove it over and tipped over several times. I did have to put wheels on the back of it. Brought one over here, set the whole thing up. Brought one over there, set the whole thing up. And then now we'll go back to base. So we'll zoom out a little bit. So that's the oil. Oh, trouble ahead. Where is it? There it is. See? Similar one. Pretty much similar. It's exact copy. I also painted that one to look like it's getting stained as well with the chemical that it's pumping out. That's another bot. Running along. Ooh. Why did I spin there? It's weird. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Came the wrong way, but this is fine. base. Let's slow down. So we can jinx ourselves. I put a lot of stuff around. I went and got some more of these shacks and threw them around. With the recording, I'm down to 33 frames per second. Oh shit! Run! No, you son of a bitch! Oh, thank God. Ooh. Busted my light. Thank God it was only just that piece. I could just make a new one and... Well, I got them laying around anyway. Those dudes suck, man. But didn't they blow up when you shot them? I thought I was going to lose that whole thing over there. Dude, why are you taking it out on the cement? The cement didn't do anything to you. I need that to fix the road. Did you bust up my trowels? No? Okay, good. Take that too. Five circuit boards from 2 bots? That's pretty good. Oh wait, that's because I got my experience racked up, right? Oops. Excuse me, wow. You guys heard that, right? Oh, is that this guy? Oh, they're blowing up my stuff, aren't they? What's happening there? Why is this still going off like that? Who is it trying to shoot up there? Must have just got glitched out, right? You're at the point of the game where when you play these kind of games where you have to start off with like nothing and collect resources and build all these kind of gadgetry and machinery and processing things, and you build yourself a base and whatnot, you always get to that point where you're rich, I call it. You're wealthy. You're resource wealthy. You get so much resources, you collected so much stuff, and you built so much stuff that you just got stuff everywhere, right? And that's what I am now, resource wealthy. I've gotten to the point where I've done so much work to get to a nice point where I don't have to do so much grindy stuff getting resources. Look at my frame rate getting a little skippy now. So here it is. Yeah, it looks silly. It looks janky AF, but I love it. It's not so bad when I'm not recording. When the recording software is not taking it up, it's not so bad. So in here, okay, that's the pipe side. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna look real quick over here at the work jammy. So got a workbench, interactive, down at the bottom. Okay, this thing. Okay, so here was your pump jack. Right, see, that's what that looks like. And then that magically beams to this thing, the Fant pump jack out. Just getting started is on top of this. That's stupid. So as you can see, this has a port. But this also has an inventory, so you can have a little bit of inventory in here. You set the what do you call it? Set the filter to oil, water, or chemical, and it'll fill automatically as that thing is pumping back at the other end. And then you can connect that to a smart chest. and have the smart just pull. Right? So, with the exception of the water, the chemical and the oil, okay, you can kind of, so you can see it there. It's connected to the port on that side. Then I got a bogus prop pipe projecting down, so it looks like it's, you know, like doing something. Shit. There's purple lights inside and the glass is purple. So it's literally the Fant large smart chest and then the silo parts on top, like those silos over there. You see that there, right there? On top. And then I had to put the split in the middle because the smart chest is an odd number because it has the port. The port has to be directly in the middle. So it's an odd number. So it wouldn't quite fit the dimensions of these even numbered things. So you have to put one line of block so that it makes like the cross section in the middle, and then the port can be mounted right on the cross section, and then you put the glass around. I did try to use the editing tool to force the chest inside the block like that, but every time I tried, you know, because then you got to put the filter on separately. Every time I tried, no matter which way I did it, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, but eventually I would hit a point where it would be, I'd get it in there and I'd try to do something else, and then the thing would just go and shoot flying out. It would just get ejected. And then one time it flew way out there and I had to go searching for it. So I said, you know what, I'll do it this way. And then I like the way it turned out anyway, because then it ended up like this. Alright, so that in there, that smart chest, let's see if we can wing it. I gotta get a little closer. Maybe if I get on the lift. That seems like a smart idea, right? Okay, how you doing? There you go. Okay, so you see this one's completely filled with chemicals. Right? And if I... Oh, it's not completely filled. Wait, do I have to do... this? Aha! Oh. So that's what you have to do. Switch to the smart chest. There you go. Now that should... Now we get it be filled, right? Did I turn it back on? Yeah. Okay, let's go check. Make sure. E. Wow. Huh? Why 16? Oh. Because it wants to do it in blocks of 20, I guess. But there you go. So then now that'll... That gets... Oh shit, I'm thirsty. Okay, so that fills the smart chest. And then the smart chest is connected to our system via the regular standard vanilla pipes. And they are... I still have to paint everything down. They're the purple ones, so they come down through the bottom, and they hit this box on the side. Yeah, I know it looks janky AF. It looks actually kind of silly, like some kind of old school sci-fi shit. So, I don't mind how janky it looks. I just wish I could get a little bit better frame rate while we have these pipes out, but for some reason, I guess. Hey, these pipes were green before, top ones. Why are they blue now? Anywho, let's get a walk drink. Or a milk. Oh, let's take a beer. Let's drink some beer! Beer here! Yeah! Love it. Okay, so anyway. So yeah, chemicals comes to the bottom, goes into this... Well, it doesn't actually go in the chest. Oh, shit. Why did that do that? You motherfucker. I didn't want it to completely fill with water. I gotta go turn that off. So anyway, the water, lol, is on a regular pump, so I guess the pump pushes it. Fuck. I wasn't expecting that. So that one is actually the first one that I connected was the water. So the water comes from the top. And the water's the one that loops over, wraps around. Holy crap. The water filled up, but the other things didn't. don't know if I gotta take all that water out. Or use it up or whatever. And then you got your chemical and then you got your oil, right? So let's look, and this is how you tell. Let's go to consumable, let's go to our fuel. See, our fuel is at infinite. Right, and as you can see, there's no fuel in my system. Oh, are you kidding me? Everything filled with water? What? Ah, I gotta remember to watch out for that. How can I? Oh, you know what? I could probably just, no. But why would I need the tank if I could just have the pump there and just pump it right into the system, right? Huh. I wonder if there's a way I could pump it. Is there a way you can power these pipes? No, right? I don't want the big chest to take the water like that, so I wonder if there's a way. Anyway, let's not get too distracted. So that's your water. So you can see here we got a chem, interactive. Wait, what are we looking for? Chemical. What takes a chemical? What takes chemical? What takes chems? So we can make sure that this works. Oh, we could do with glow stick, right? Yeah, see, okay, our chem is good to go. The water we of course got plenty of, we already know that. So we know our oil is good, we know our water is good. What takes water? Cement takes water, right? Yeah, there you go. See, the water's infinite as well. Sheesh. So, how can I block the water? Once that box is full, how can I keep the water from continuing on? Put another pump. Alright, I gotta look at stuff. Maybe one of you guys can help me out. Maybe is that one of these new things? Can we do something with that? Pushes items from one side to the other. No, that doesn't seem like. Vac pump controller. Oh, can we could do a fill, is that a thing, right? He's got a thing in there, right? A fill sensor, right? Is that what? That's the laser. What's that? For project, what does this do? Copy with the block tool creation with the creation. We gotta look at that later. That's my anchor, my favorite thing to use. What's this? That's the unit facer target. What's this? Fluid sensor. Select what type of fluid it should detect. Well, how does that work? No, I want the chest fill detector, right? Yes. Unit facer hub. Growing sensor. Laser pointer. Growing sensor. Okay. I like the new model of the gyroscopes. Simple controller. Pigment flower grow box. We definitely don't need that. We got flower galore all over. The clam box. This is awesome. I got one of them and I got one of these. Don't really. I mean, yeah. This is. Let me not. No, this is handy. Definitely handy. Wireless gate. Some props. Is there not a block fill detect thing? I'm bugging out. See, input controller. must be losing my mind. I thought there was a daylight sensor. Okay. There we go. The chest fill detector will return an output signal when it's on if the fill amount of the chest slots. The chest fill detector will return an output. The chest fill detector will return an output signal when it's on if the fill amount of the chest slots is more than the fill percent that is set with the slider. You need a logic gate in between if you want to power other components. Made by Fant. I don't want to power other components, but I want to shut the pump off when it detects that big chest is full. Will this do that? We'll try that out. But anyway, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Oh look, it's green again. What? Why are you green? Wasn't it blue before? Right? It was blue when I mentioned it, right? Am I losing my freaking marbles? Alright, so yeah, we also gotta get some paint. Maybe we'll work on this next. I gotta make a few bits. I gotta make a couple of glass elbows, and I gotta make 2 more of these cubes. What's this cube? 6-way junction pipe junction pipe thing. Yeah, these things unfortunately I cannot recycle. I got so many of them, but I think that's because you get them from the trader. So there's no actual recipe to break down to inside the machines, inside either the auto crafter or the auto recycler, whatever it is this thing is called. Oh, by the way, this thing, be very careful with this. Make sure you set your filter. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Why did it come Alright, we definitely got to figure out what we could do about this. So anyway, yeah. So if you want things like circuit boards and components, make sure you put those in the filter before you throw any item in there, because this thing will break down everything down. So if your item is made from other items that you have to craft, like you have to craft like items to make items, like let's use something as an example, one of these bigger things. Let's see. Well, yeah, see, okay, so like if you throw this in there, say you wanted to throw this in there and recycle it, alright, in that big recycler, it'll literally break down, and super quick too. It'll break it down into these items, right? And then it'll instantly break these down into the items that make these, and then it'll keep continuing and do that until they're at their, everything's at their very base item. So it'll keep breaking down this metal until it's nothing but scrap metal, and it'll keep breaking down this until it's like what is that stuff made out of? It's like what's that? The pump? Yeah, the pump is like, it'll break it down into that, into these components, and then it'll continue breaking these down and until you're left with just nothing but base components. So you got to be real careful. You want to make sure whatever it is something that you want to break down all the way, or you got to make sure you set your filters. Fuck, I'm gonna have to throw all this water into this garbage can. Alright, anyway, it's late at night and I gotta work tomorrow. So, nighty night. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.